What's up guys, my name is Eckhart and this is Game On Garage. In today's episode we are finally painting our roll cage that we built for our racecar MX-5. Now, this is quite a simple process. First of all, ensure that your roll cage is in its final form. All the finishing is done, all the grinding and the cleaning up of sharp edges and deburring, all that is done, and then next you have to ensure that it is completely cleaned from all oils. So metal usually comes shipped with a oil coating so it doesn't rust. So ensure that you get all the oil off, and then of course all dust specks and rust and anything like that. Ensure that you've got some clean, proper metal. Then depending on the type of paint you're using, you might need a primer. In this case I do not. And then of course, depending on the finish you're going for, you might need a clear afterwards. I've got something special that I'm going to try out. Let's see how it goes on my test piece. Yep, we're going orange. On camera it looks alright, in person it looks slightly pink. So let's see how it goes. If it doesn't turn out the way I want it, we can just redo it with a different color. For the base plates or the feet, I'm going with black just to blend it in a bit. And then like I mentioned, at the end of this video I'll show you a trick that I've used regarding the clear coat to give it that little something extra. I think I'm just going to throw you guys in a time lapse and let's see how it goes. Now always remember, when applying paint, don't go too heavy. You are going to get runs. I think I already actually got one. At least it's underneath, so it's not that crucial. Remember, start off with very light coats. The first coat literally just dust it and build up from there. Now while we wait for that to dry, it's time to head over to the car. There's been quite a bit of grinding, metal cutting, as well as drilling holes everywhere for the bolts to go through, and that exposed the clean metal of the car. Some of it might be aluminium, although I think this is all steel, so it might rust fairly soon. That's why we're going to just again rattle can over all of our exposed holes. The idea, or what I'm going to try to do, is paint from underneath where it's already blacked from the Por 15 or the tar protection. So painting from underneath the car wherever I can, as not to paint all black over the blue paintwork. Again, it's underneath the carpet, not that crucial, but let's try and keep it as neat as possible. That's while I wait for the base coat on the base plates to dry. Another thing to remember is have some proper ventilation. There's quite a few bad fumes in paint cans, and maybe just open the garage door or a window just to get some fresh air in here. So we've got our 3 coats of black on the base plates, the last coat being slightly heavier, and it's looking pretty good. So next up we will be moving on to our color, or our orange, and yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna wait for this to dry a bit more. I might do another coat of black on the exposed metal in the car, and then once it's dry, I think I'm going to put it on its feet, tape off the feet so we don't spray orange on the black, of course. Give it one last clean, and then let's put some color on here. Also remember the plates that go underneath, to paint those as well. Let's do this. So we've got our backing plates all painted up on both sides, and then over here we are all masked up. Everything we don't want orange is covered in masking tape and newspaper. My tip here is to rather cover up more than you think, starting with a nice baseline for your painting line using masking tape, and then adding on some extra cover from there, because one fact of life is overspray will get everywhere you don't want it. Alright, let's get you back on the time lapse and start spraying some orange. Okay, so we've again started with just the light dusting, which you saw on the time lapse, and then I just moved on and emptied the whole can on the roll cage. It turns out alright. I'm not completely happy with the color, but I think my next trick might help out with that a bit. So I tried to cover the car a bit. Obviously overspray is quite bad. At least it dried quite quickly, so I'm not sure if you can kind of see the powder there on the floor. So it shouldn't stick on the car if anything did get on it. But yeah, it's alright. There's a few spots which I wish I could have hit more with more spray paint, but unfortunately they were sold out, so I actually grabbed the last can. And it's quite difficult to get into all the nooks and crannies, so you know, especially underneath, lie on your back and ensure that you get everywhere. But let me show you, and then I'll show you what the next step is going to be to make it that a little something extra. So this is still drying, it's still a bit wet, but it's a quite nice orange. Actually makes me think of the GT3 Porsche that you can get with a roll cage. Now once this is completely dry, I'm going to finish it off with a clear coat. Now you can either go gloss clear or satin clear, matte clear, to give it the specific finish that you're after. I've decided to try clear metallic. I know, not the best spray paint, but that's what they had. So clear metallic. So I did obviously test it on my test piece over here, and there we have just normal orange, and clear metallic just as a little sparkle. So actually all that it is some metal flake in a clear coat as on the cap. So yeah, I don't know, it's just something special, something extra, something unique to stand out from all the other boring Marina Blue MX-5 with orange roll cages. So after this is completely dry, I'm going to spray this on there using the same process as before, although I might not go as thick. I don't want it completely as many speckles. I just want a light, even coat of metallic flake. So I'll show you when I'm done with that. Bam! We are all glittered up. So I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up. Yeah, there we go. So there's a bit of a shine, a bit of a sparkle in there. We're going for the metallic look. And yeah, I'm quite happy the way it turned out. And the next time you see our custom homemade DIY orange roll cage is going to be back in the car, all bolted up, all ready to go. After that, the last job I have left to finally call this week-long project done is just to finish up the interior trim. So those panels you see there that we removed, they are not going to fit as factory because there's a roll cage in the way, but it's fine, we can just trim them to make it all fit. It's in. There we go guys, the roll cage is finally in. I couldn't be more happy. It's been hard work, but it's been absolutely worth it. Really liking the color contrast. Let me show you from outside. I guess it might appear a bit more red than orange, but I'm sure in the sun with the metallic flake it will pop slightly more. And it is absolutely solid. It's in with 6 bolts. I mean, you're moving the whole car when you try and shake it. There's a possibility to add another bolt to our rear brace over here at a later stage if we feel that's necessary, but I think for now we'll just run it as is. Nice and symmetrical, came out real good. I am absolutely ecstatic. And I mean, that's gotta be worth a thumbs up. So please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already. It really helps me out. And then I've got a few more goodies coming to this car. We're done with the roll cage now. I'm going to put back the interior off camera as that is quite boring. But as an example, we're gonna clean up something like that. And then in this box right here, I can maybe give you guys a sneak peek of what's to come. But you'll have to hit subscribe then. So we've got some door bushings to stiffen up the chassis even more, and then these beauties. So hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and thank you so much for watching, and in the meantime remember, it's not game over, it's game on.